Those things going live. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Click on in a minute.
Just going to give it a little while and let it just like load up and everything, guys.
Yeah, see where we are. That camera's not bad, is it, for us either? But yeah, we're live. I was waiting for a couple of people to join. I don't know. If you are here, just drop a message in the chat to let us know where you are and where you're watching from. And we'll get into it in a couple of minutes. We're just waiting to see if anyone joins, wait for everyone's notifications to kick in and stuff so they can find out whether that we're actually live. I have promoted it on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Well, X, as it's now called. So, hello Elise, thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. Ooh. But yeah.
Do you want me to share the link on Insta?
Yeah, I don't think it works on Instagram though, because I can't actually put links.
Oh.
A couple more minutes, guys, and we'll get into it. We've got quite a few questions to get through tonight, so that's good. So if you are popping on, just drop us in chat and tell us where you're from and say hello so we know that you're actually here. So I've just posted our link out on Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter, to see if we can get more people in. If not, we'll start. And if they join halfway through, they'll join halfway through, I suppose. We'll give it till 25 to... Hello, Michael. Thanks for popping in. This is a live about our own travel business that we set up less than a year ago. A year end of next month. So we're going to discuss options and
a few questions to go through.
We've got a few questions to go through, and we'll let you know some information. If you want more information, we are able to get team members from America, UK, and Ireland at the minute. There is talks of us going into Canada, but I'm not 100% sure. That's just as and when. See if we can get that information.
Right, I think I've just posted a link over to Instagram. Look.
Yeah. All right, let's go. So, for everyone who's new to our channel, I'm John.
I'm Sarah.
And we are Kelly Family Adventures. We do family vlogs and stuff like that, and we also do a travel business that helps us travel around the world, making memories and money. And we're going to talk a bit through about that through today. So, what we got for question first?
We've got a few questions, yes.
Got quite a few questions today, so we've got a notebook full. We got a lot more response than we thought we were going to get, to be honest.
So, to get the ball rolling, I have a question from Matt.
Yeah, I have a question from Matt, who I do my lives on Instagram with every Sunday at 7 PM UK time.
So, this one is for you, John.
Mm-hmm.
He said, So we understand, John, that from obviously like watching your Instagrams that you and the men in travel are quite addicted to Disney. Is this true? And when will you book your next trip to Disney?
Matt is obsessed with Disney. However, I've been to Disney. It wasn't really what I expected, to be honest. Not to say that I won't go again, because obviously the boys want to go back. We may try Disneyland Paris, which is actually closer to us than Florida, but you don't get the nice weather. So I'm not saying no, and I'm not saying yes. But I'll leave it as an open book, as there is a possibility. Does that answer your question, Matthew?
So let's do. So one of the main questions that we actually get asked is, how do we manage around our other commitments, such as our regular 9 to 5 job and childcare and child commitments? Well, what I can say is that yes, we do have regular 9 to 5 jobs. We do work either 5 or 6 days a week. And yes, we have children, as most of you may know, but we find time to focus on the business and put our time and effort into the business, whether it be when the boys are either at school and that we're on a day off, or whether it be on a weekend when they're out preoccupied, or it's on an evening when they've also gone to bed. Because they go to bed quite early, so they go to bed around about 7 o'clock.
7:30.
Which gives us a lot of time then before we then head to bed to focus on the business. We often speak about the business like on an evening, and focus on what we can do to better ourselves as well. So we have like regular business meetings like on an evening. We set up a business plan just to see what's working well so far and what needs to change if necessary. So it's always a good thing having that like work-life balance as well. So it just enables us to be around the boys a lot more and to work as well. So, and I mean, as of say March next year, I will also be working. I'm taking a university course as well. I'm going to be doing the business, the travel business as well, and we still have other boys. And we've got a lot of holidays that we want to plan and get into place whilst we can. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there, unless you want to add anything.
I think the main thing is for me that you can pick it up and start it again, and pick it up and drop it as much as often as you want. So if we decide we're going away for a weekend, we'll set that weekend aside just to do what we want to do when we went. So, for instance, when we went to London, we didn't do anything business-wise, but we were doing like little videos, little reels, stuff for Instagram. So if you're not following us already on Instagram, there's Kelly Family Adventures. So come and find us, come follow us. You can see what we post on there more regularly than we do YouTube, because we post on YouTube mainly when we're going away, but we have now started posting allotment stuff on as well, so we're bridging that gap.
If you do have any questions, just pop it in the chat and we'll pick it up. So I'll let you pick the next one off there that's not already ticked, because they're the ones that I have in my notepad.
Was you skeptical about joining? To be honest, I said no to the person who approached me 4 or 5 times, because obviously you get just random message on Instagram. I barely spoke to the lad before. I've had a bit of chat with Disney because he was a Disney fan. He goes to Florida regular, and at the time we were going to Florida. We were getting ready to go to Florida, so we'll have chatting. Then chat a bit, but then I come back from Florida. Then I think it was summer last year. It's he approached us about it, and I said no, it's not the right time at the minute, etc. And then eventually we decided to go on a call to see what it was all about. And from there, I've not looked back, to be honest.
Can I elaborate on that in a further question which I've got, which I'll answer in a little while? I'd say I was a bit skeptical. Just the unknown, like we didn't know, like whether we could make a business out of it or whether it would be worth it. That was always in the back of my mind, like like what happens if like it's not legit. However, after being on the call, like majority of my questions then was answered, which then put my mind at ease as well. And I said to John, I said, we can't really lose anything. We might as well give it a go. And this is where we are, not even a year out later, booking our own travel, booking other people's travel, and also having the opportunity as well to expand.
Yeah, to grow our own team.
And to help somebody else out to benefit from the opportunity as well, which I think is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, at first I thought, pyramid scheme. Then the more I looked into it, the more we realised it wasn't a pyramid scheme. Obviously, pyramid schemes are illegal in UK anyway. Because there's two sides. There's you can book as much travel as you like for other people, and also to recruit people in your team. It goes down the social network. Is it social networking? Social network marketing. So I thought that side of it were going to be, it's a pyramid scheme and all that. But then I realised the people around you, you could pass in earnings, like on the pyramid scheme before they made it illegal. Whoever at the top was always the one who was going to be making the most money. However, in this, so the person who approached us, I've got the potential to make more money than him and pass him. Yeah, we can work your way up and up and up and up and up. So you could go from like we are at minute to all the way up to like 3-star director to a lady we were talking to with Rachel. She's five or 6-star director, and she earns $1 million a year before booking holidays and stuff. So that were an eye opener as well. The potential of your earnings, depending on how much you want to put in. You treat it like a hobby, it'll pay like a hobby. You treat it like a business, it'll pay like a business. Which to us, we want it to start paying like a business.
Do you want me to move on to the next question?
Yeah, we'll go to the next one.
So I'll pick the next one. Let's go for. So this one I got asked this morning, and someone has asked, do I need any training or any qualifications? Short answer to that is no, absolutely not. All the training is provided. You get support when you need it. You definitely don't need any qualifications at all. I mean, John doesn't have any qualifications, and he's managed it. So why can't you?
If you can book travel for yourself, you can do this to book travel for yourself and your friends and your family. You can use it just for your friends and your family and yourself, or you can use it to book strangers. People come to you for quotes. Oh, I heard you do this. Can I have a quote? Word of mouth, friends, family, their friends, their friends, their friends. So then it's a massive network. And to be honest, we've had we sent loads of quotes out. We've booked quite a bit of holidays. We're now looking. Now we're comfortable at doing our booking holidays. We're now looking to expand our team as well. There's so much training you can do. I mean, we're going to a event all about Florida on Monday, so that'll help us book people for Florida. We've done webinars how to book certain cruises. We've done webinars on certain areas. So if someone comes to me and says, "Oh, I want to book Australia," and you're not quite sure how to start about it, go on the training, watch a webinar, go find out which provider does Australia holidays, get a quote, build a holiday, because it's all right when you go to the bigger ones, bigger travel agents, but there's no way can a travel agent book your park tickets for you, book your car hire, book your airport parking, your health, your travel insurance. We can do anything and everything. We can build a package. We can even do itineraries. If you say, like, for instance, oh, I want to go Kennedy Space Center on this day, we can book it for you to go that day. You go book, what else is in Florida? Apart from parks, Gatorland, airboats, stuff like that, we can book for you, essentially. So it takes all the legwork out. All you've got to do is turn up on that day, you book that at that certain time. So, do you want me to move on to one of Matt's other questions?
Yeah. Okay, so
Matt sent us quite a few questions.
So one of Matt's other questions: can we book staycations? So let's talk staycations. So yes, we can book staycations for all over the UK, whether it be an all-inclusive UK cruise, a log cabin, a caravan, a small holiday like a weekend away, hotels. We can book rail and travel. We can do the London theatres and other attractions like Legoland and Alton Towers. We can also book river cruises and ferry bookings as well. So that's always a good one. And like if you're not from the UK and you're traveling like over to the UK, we can book the airport meet and assisted travel for like your travel needs, whether you have a disability or just want some reassurance. We can also book obviously your car hire, which John has stated as well.
Airport lounges is another one I forgot.
Yeah. We can also do tailor-made UK holidays, which I've done a bit of research on. Like you tell me what you want and what you want to do, and we will then come up with a solution on how you're going to do that within the time that you're on holiday. The other thing that I find quite interesting as well is that we can also book events, so like your F1. We can book football and rugby. One of our partners who we actually work with is Host Seasons. So I know through them that you can book log cabins and long weekends, whether it be down south near Bournemouth or Plymouth, Devon, over in Wales,
Scotland,
over
in Northern Ireland.
There is absolutely loads of places where we can book for UK holidays.
It's not just that, we can do football, rugby, there are Wimbledon tickets.
Yeah.
I've even seen NFL for when they come over here. I've also seen NFL and baseball if you're going over to America. Obviously, if you live in America, you have different providers that I'm pretty sure will be able to do that. In fact, in America, you have more providers than we do. We only have 92. I think over in America, it's about 100, 150 maybe. They have a hell of a lot more.
So yeah, I mean, staycations is always like a good thing. We try and do a staycation at least once a year.
We always seem to do a staycation and a holiday abroad.
Yeah,
that's what we always do.
So like this year, I mean, in the 6-week holidays, the kids was off. We've just done. We did a few days in London. We did Chessington. We did a bit of sightseeing in London with the children. So that's it's always nice just to get away for a while. And then we went to Cornwall then for a week with parents. Boys absolutely loved it. Have our vlogs come out for Cornwall yet?
Yes, the last couple.
And then we went to Devon for a long weekend. So we've done quite a lot and managed to do quite a lot, like booking through the business as well.
We've done 4 holidays this year.
Yeah.
Compared to last year when we did 1.
What did we do
2.
last year?
We did our honeymoon. Then we did a caravan weekend at Easter in Bridlington.
Yeah.
So we're a year in and we've already doubled our holidays.
Yeah. It's amazing what we can do with the time and the extra income and the benefits that we get as well. So, yeah, it's do you want to pick one off of here? Or pass me a pen at me.
Amount of ones I thought we've done.
So,
we've done that one with under commitments as well.
We've touched on training.
What do you need to get started?
I'll hand that one over to you.
So basically what you need to get started is obviously tell us that you're interested. We can get you on a travel discovery call, they call it. So once you've done that, you said yes, all you need really, if you've got one of these, a phone, a smartphone, that's all you need. You can ring, you can book, there's WhatsApp groups for help, there's everything you need is on here. You can do everything at your fingertips. You got, like I said, you got the WhatsApp groups, you've got all the suppliers, you can ring them up, you can look on here for holidays for people. You can log into what we call the dashboard to do flights and things like that. You can do it on a tablet, you can do it on a laptop, you can do it on a PC. You don't need a lot of equipment. All I would recommend is probably notebooks, pens. Basically, whatever you want to put in, money-wise, you're going to get out 10 times as much. So, I think that you don't need that much, to be honest. Oh, and it helps if you've got social media, because you're going to find 90% of your customers from social media.
So one of the other questions is is there a maximum that you have to work?
No, you could work 1 hour a day, 1 hour a week. You could come home from your normal job and think, do you know what? I've got a day off tomorrow, a day off work. I'll work on it all day tomorrow. I've got a couple of hours free here. I'll do it then. It's a Sunday, for instance. I've got a couple of hours free on a Sunday. You work it around you. So if you've got an hour spare a day, work on it that hour. If you've got 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, whatever you can work it whenever you've got free time. What we got on that list?
So the one that's left on this list, which I'm going to touch on in a minute actually, because I've got it written down here. So let's do this one. So this was another question from Matt. How do we use the business for ourselves to have more holidays? So we use the business for ourselves to book obviously our own holidays, but we also earn from it as well. It's a bit like when, say, if you're going on holiday and you want to go to a travel agency, like, I don't know, TUI or
any other big ones?
Any of the other big ones.
Basically, everything you book through a travel agent has got commission. So you can either get your book and get your commission. So in theory, your holiday's cheaper, or you can use other things that we get as benefits, so you can get it at a agent rate. I mean, for instance, if we want to go to Florida next year or year after, we'd probably save ourselves a couple of thousand, maybe.
Yeah.
Thereabouts. I can't say exact figures because I don't know unless I actually sit down and work it all out. But you could save yourself a couple of hundred here on flights, a couple of hundred there, a couple of hundred. If we want to book to say Lanzarote, we're on about when Lanzarote next year. I can book that through me. Well, obviously we'll book it through us, and we'll get the commission back when we come back. So in theory, we aren't paid as much.
So, okay. So I'll touch on this one, John, because it's one that we get asked quite a lot. So, why did we join the business? Like looking back on it now, it seems like ages ago, but it wasn't. So we decided to join the business. Obviously, we had a pretty horrid honeymoon, booked through a third-party company. However, obviously, a few days before we flew, our hotel got changed. We was originally booked into a 5-star hotel over an upgraded room. Obviously, it was a special occasion, so why not? We were told that it would be a like-for-like hotel. However, it wasn't. When we arrived in Greece and we arrived to our accommodation, to our new hotel, we found that the hotel was actually a downgrade. There was a few issues. I'm not going to go too much into it, but there was a few issues that we wasn't quite happy with because of the amount of money that we paid, and then to be messed around because we had to book it off work. So yeah, we just had to make the best out of a bad situation at the time. Obviously, then when we arrived back, we obviously joined these calls and we had a chat about it, weighing up the pros and cons really of joining the business. Like, is it going to be worth it? Is it something that we can do? Is it something that we see ourselves doing in the future? Is it something that we think we can spend time and dedicate that time in doing so? But not only that, but we didn't want anybody else to have the same experience that we had. You don't want to book your honeymoon and then find out then that you're actually in a crappy hotel, because that's what it felt like. When we do quotes and we book holidays, we take a lot of pride and joy in making sure that we have the correct details, that everything's right. We find the most suitable accommodation for that person's said budget. But we also want to give other people the experience to do what we're doing now and to build their own business from just booking holidays and having people joining your team as well. We just like to make sure that everything's perfect, as we wouldn't expect anything less. And for us, it's quite a big thing to make sure that everything's perfect. Even the little details of like booking hotel lounges or booking your car parking. We like to make sure that it is done, and it is done to a very, very high standard. Because what's the point in doing a business and only putting in 100%? Why not put in 110% and make sure that you have it right? So that's why we've joined the business that we're in. Anything else to add to that, John?
Yeah. One of the main reasons, well, we decided that because we were just left in the lurch. I mean, I did a vlog on the room and to highlight how bad it was. It was meant to be a honeymoon, and we had a set of bunk beds in our room. Went down to reception, said, "Look, what's going on here? We've been transferred from this hotel. It's meant to be like for like. The hotel's not even open. It's meant to be like for like. We're on our honeymoon, and we've got a set of bunk beds." She said, "Oh yeah, you are upgraded because you're on the next floor," whatever that meant. But yeah, we take pride. I mean, we ring hotels to double check that you've booked in. We can even ring them and say, "Look, it's a special occasion. Can I have a bottle of champagne or things sent to the room?" It's the little touches like that you don't get with a mainstream travel agent that we can do, which I think that's what stands us out from them.
So we've got the next question. What does the fee cover? So, yes, there is a fee. However, it's not expensive. It's like there is a fee when you set up any business, regardless whether you're setting it up from scratch or or joining a business like ourselves. But the fee that you pay upfront is a one-off fee, and this is for your website. It helps with training and maintaining that website. It's also for your habitat and asset protection as well. And obviously, you've then got all the additional things like added support and your WhatsApp groups, and there is absolutely hundreds of training courses that you could go on. We started doing the Disney Stars.
Magic Ahoy, we've completed Magic Ahoy.
Yeah.
So technically we can book Disney cruises.
So this one-off fee that you pay up front is around £140. So you will never have to pay that again. After that, obviously, it's around £32 a month, but that's obviously just for your licenses, your habitat and your asset protection, your website. It's for everything, because what people do behind us is they make sure that your income is paid, and that's what you want. No one said that setting up a business would be easy. You're always like setting up a normal business. You've always got to put money in to bring something back out of it. It's not going to happen overnight. It's taken us nearly a year to get to where we are now, but it's been worth it. But this business is ready for you to start earning and benefiting from this amazing opportunity with benefits that you can access like straight away. Booking your own travel and earning from it. There is also a 30-day guarantee. So this means that you can pull out at any moment within those 30 days, and there'll be no questions asked, and they will give you your money back. There is also, so you're not actually tied into any contracts at all. So if you think down the line in 6 months, so it's not working out, I'm not enjoying it, or I'm not seeing the benefits from joining the business, you can walk away. And if you don't earn within that first year, I believe that they also give you your money back as well from is it the fees and the...
I'm not quite sure. I know that you get some money back, but I don't know what it's from. I don't know if it's your monthly fees or not, or whether it's the whole thing you paid that year.
So, and one of the things that I find quite useful is that, this business was introduced by somebody, is it over in America?
Yeah, it's an American-based company. They've been going for 30 years.
So what I found quite interesting is, say for instance, let's say for argument's sake, we're a 3-star director. If one of us dies whilst being in the business, the other one, or your nominated person, will still have that regular income going in every month without fail. So that one's always a good one for me, because obviously with us having a family as well,
the kids get it as well, don't they?
Yeah. And it'll carry on. So that's just touching base really on the fees. But
in theory, you could get. We only get paid once a month on work from our actual real job, but we can get paid up to 5 to 7 times a month by doing this. What other companies do you know that you can get paid up to 7 times a month?
Yeah.
I mean, it's ideal now, because they reckon September, October is the busiest months, because everyone's looking to book to go away next year, next summer. So what's stopping you signing up now? When we signed up, we just missed that that period. However, we still managed to get bookings. We still managed to get business, create it. I mean, we created our own website. We get training within our team that no other gets. No other team gets. There's 126,000 agents just in the UK, I believe, and I think in America it's the top for home workers. Travel agents is the top company in America for home working travel agents. Something like that. That's recently come out.
So, what business can you start up for that amount of money? That's the question that I'm asking you.
Because that, compared to what we went to a travel event other month, and the woman over there, she paid like £3,000 for a startup fee. She's got targets to hit. We paid 150 quid. We paid that, and we get everything she gets.
Except we don't have targets.
But there's no targets.
And we work when we
work when we want. There's no. If you said to me, "Oh, I don't want to book with you, John," I'm like, well, that's fine. But just remember, if you want us to look for another holiday, we're always here for you. We're always here. Reach out, and we'll have a look for you.
I've got no other questions.
No, I haven't. We've run out. Has anyone else got any questions? Drop it in the chat. It doesn't even tell me how many people's watching. Yeah, well.
If you do want any more information regarding, like, if you want to join,
hit us up on Instagram. It's Kelly Family Adventures. We'll get you contact and send the link over for you to join a call so you can see for yourself. I mean, majority of people in our team are huge Disney fans. Nat, who's our 3-star director, she's just spent the whole 6-week holidays in America. She did Disney, she did a cruise line, she did a Disney cruise. Yeah, they held a massive convention, the company for there, and she picked up 4 awards. They've got another weekend. Is it next weekend or weekend after? End of month. There's a massive convention in London. We're going to somewhere on Monday to learn all about Florida and things that they've got to offer. That's not necessarily theme parks as well. So we'll have that to offer our clients or customers, whichever one you like to say. But yeah, drop us a DM on Instagram if you're interested, or if you just drop us some questions on here, and I'll quite happily answer it. But if no one's got any more answers or anything like that, well, questions for us to answer, shall I say? We're here. Might as well ask now.
Leave it for the next 5 minutes, and we'll leave it open for you to ask any questions for the next few minutes.
Yep, any questions, feel free to ask. Also, it will be getting uploaded straight after this, so you can watch it on the replay as well. So you can feel free to drop a comment on there, let us know what you think, if it's something you're interested in, or if you just want to know how to make memories and magic. Not memories and magic, that's mad. Magic and memories and money. I'll be telling me off now because I've stolen his catchphrase. But yeah, we're approaching our year anniversary for the travel business end of next month. We did well this year. I can't wait to see how well we do next year, because we're going to smash it out the park.
It's our 2-year wedding anniversary soon as well.
Next month, then, it's
Yeah.
4th, 5th. So looks like there's no more questions.
I think we're going to end it there, guys.
We'll end it there. This will be going live straight after. So if you got any burning questions, drop me a DM on Instagram and we'll answer all your questions. So until then, thank you for watching. The next live stream will probably be me down at allotment, maybe this weekend. We've got some more vlogs still to come out. So we'll catch you all later. Good night. Thank you for spending your time watching us.
Bye.
And